Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another one. This is the build I showed in my last video where it was my LeBron James build, except it had Hall of Fame shooting badges, which was an absolute game changer. I finally got it to 99.9 overall, so it's completely maxed out, all the badges, all the attribute upgrades, complete demigod. Now, I wasn't really going to go with Miami LeBron, but somebody put it in the comments last video. I was like, you know what? In 2012, 2013, LeBron shot over 40% from three. So I was like, you know what? Let's just make it Miami. 2012, 2013 Miami LeBron James. Look at this build, man. The same, you get the contact dunks, just like my other build. 84 three-pointer, 85 mid-range, 95 post fade. The playmaking is still the same in terms of 80 ball handling. The post scoring and the pass accuracy I think is a little lower, but still over 85 for both of them. And then look at these physicals. I mean, 90 strength, 90 strength on a small forward, 85 speed, 80 excel. If I could go back and change it, I might lower the strength a little bit, maybe down to like 86 or 85, just to bump up the speed 1 or 2, but he still feels quick and fast and can get to the basket. Hall of Fame finishing badges, Hall of Fame shooting badges. Now, one thing I've been experimenting with is volume shooter Hall of Fame, and to me it feels really good, especially if you're playing Pro-Am or Rec. But even on the twos when you're the primary scorer, maybe you want to take it off, put it on Green Machine, but for now I'm experimenting with Hall of Fame volume. Now, playmaking badges, you get 17, which is still really good. Now, since you're not a primary playmaking build, you don't get Dimer or Floor General, but honestly, at this point in the year, most people can shoot without it, so your teammates are doing just fine. You still got, you know, gold ankle breaker, gold space creator, all that type of stuff. Then we got our bronze clamps, all right? So listen, if you want me to post the actual build video, how to make it, the height, the wingspan, the weight, all that type of stuff, get this video to 10,000 likes and I'll drop that for you guys ASAP. But without further ado, let's get into some gameplay on this 99 overall Miami Heat LeBron James build. So after grinding my career for a couple days to get this build to 99.9 overall, and the reason I always get it to 99.9 for the videos is because I want you to see the build at its full potential. Like, why would you guys want to watch it if the build's only playing at half capacity? You want to see what it's going to be like once you get it to the best possible version of itself. So that's what I always try to do for the videos, all right? Now, my LeBron James build is a beast. You guys have seen. He can do it all. He can get to the basket. He can play make. He can shoot. He can post up. He can do it all. But the difference is, with a 65 three-pointer, if you know how to shoot, you can shoot. But there's a difference between, how do I explain it to y'all? Like, there's a difference between being able to knock down the shot when needed, as opposed to this build where any type of space, it's green. You see this first gameplay right here, and you might say, oh, well, you know, he's not really playing good D. Well, honestly, if he plays up, this build is just like my other one, attacking the basket. It still gets the contact dunks. He's still breaking ankles. He's still abusing hop steps. He's still really, really strong. This build actually has one higher strength than my other build. And honestly, that strength, you see we go for a contact dunk right there. He ends up getting a lucky body block. But the strength is really important. And I've never really talked about this. But in terms of like, when a defender bumps you, what I've noticed is players with low strength end up deferring, or I don't even think that's the right word, but they end up going away from the basket. My LeBron build, and then this version of my LeBron build, is so strong that even if you get bumped, you still are able to power through and go in for a layup or a dunk, which is huge because who wants to shoot those little contested teardrops and stuff because you're getting bumped away from the hoop? But the difference, like I said, being able to shoot when necessary, as opposed to this build where any type of space, it's going up and it's going to be green. Look at this, 6 for 6 from 3, all green. The only shot we missed that game was that contact dunk that got body blocked. But you might say, okay, you weren't playing anyone good that game. They weren't playing good D. You know, I would clamp that. Okay, next game. Elite 1 playmaker and a lockdown. So it's a comp lineup. Like, it's a real legit lineup. They put the lock on me. Let's see what they're about. So like I said, I really wasn't going to turn this build into like a Miami LeBron because I don't think, like, even in Miami, I don't think he had like Hall of Fame shooting badges. But like I said, somebody commented it and I was like, you know what? That's probably the closest comparison we're going to get. And like I said, in that 2012-2013 season, LeBron did shoot over 40% from three, which is like for a player of his ability in terms of athleticism getting to the hoop and stuff, that is ridiculous. Like, that is such efficiency. I think for that whole season, he shot like 56% from the field, 40% from three. Just ridiculous efficiency. So, I mean, this build, really good attacking the basket, really good shooting, good post game, good playmaking, literally the perfect Miami Heat LeBron James build. So, we're going to rock with it, but we're going to start this off, draw the help, kick it out wide open. Would have been the perfect start, but my boy Swag couldn't knock it down. Now this guard, he was doing his thing a little bit, you know, a little hop step, up and under lay-in. You know, it seemed like he was going to the hop step a lot, which, you know, I don't blame him, because now without the behind the back, these smaller guard builds like this, it's harder for them to ISO, obviously, without the behind the back. That was something that they heavily relied on. But as you can see, he's still trying to go to the hop step. That's boxed up. We're playing good D right here. I got the lockdown. You can tell he doesn't even want the ball. Like, you could tell he does not want it at all. He drives in for the lay-in and can't get it to go. I grab the board and we're back in business. Only down 4-0-2, which is pretty good for giving up the ball in the first possession. But check it out. Snatch, tween, cross, snatch, pull up. It's too much space, bro. They can't guard me on this build. They really can't. Now, as long as Swag doesn't do anything stupid, we're going to be good. So back on defense we go, and if you're wondering about this build on defense, it's just like my other build in terms of only getting one defensive badge, but I'm telling you guys, if you haven't played on the build, and everyone that I play with, they always tell me like, wow, the build's a lot better on defense than I thought, and the reason being, honestly, a couple reasons. One, bronze clamps is a really good badge. Two, the athleticism is crazy, like your speed, and most importantly, your strength. Like when you body up with people, not that you like force them to pick the ball up and stuff, but they don't just blow past you. Like, your strength really stops people from just rim running or you know, trying to, you know, run to the side and hezzy on you. If you know what you're doing, it's not a lockdown build, obviously, but it's more than capable of defending really, really well. But as you can see, this dude sells the bag when they're at 14. It's 14-3. He's going to reach and foul me. So now we can't make any more mistakes. You know what I mean? They got 14 points. Can't give the ball back, and I'm telling you, we start to go on a tear. This build is real, like the ultimate. It's a better scoring build than my other build, because the fact that he can shoot super consistently and he can shoot deeper than my other build forces them to pick up. If they don't, I mean, it's gonna be green as long as you know your jump shot. But they have to pick up, which opens up the paint even more. The only thing I would say about this build compared to the other one, that the other one does better, is obviously, you know, having that Hall of Fame dimer, Hall of Fame floor general. That type of stuff really helps your teammates in terms of shooting. But as I said, most good players at this point in the year, like, they know their shot, they have all their badges. They don't need dimer to be able to hit. Obviously, it does help, but in terms of like scoring, and I like to ISO, as you guys know, no screens, just greens. You know the motto. This build is a better scoring build just because of, you know, the Hall of Fame range extender, Hall of Fame dead eye. Those Hall of Fame shooting badges really make a difference in terms of what you can shoot and how consistently you can shoot. Never mind that it has about a 20 higher three-point rating, which is also, you know, a really, really big deal. But check it out. Off no dimer, straight up lockdown, rebounding wing. My boy Swag shooting off dribble three-pointers, hitting greens. So that's 18-14. And this is the whole thing. When you get takeover, slashing takeover, believe it or not, it actually boosts your three-point rating. And look at this. It's too much space. Big greens. That's ball game. So that was against an Elite 1 playmaker, and he's running with a rebounding wing. So if you're worried about, you know, oh, you weren't playing comp in the first game when you went 6 for 6, I mean, look at that game. The only shot that I missed was a layup that I ended up getting the rebound on anyways. And I was collapsing the defense. You know, I would get past the lockdown. The playmaker would have to collapse down. I kick it out for open three for my teammate. Doing all the stuff we do on the other build, except, like I said, just that enhanced shooting and better badges. It really is. I really like this build. And you know what's funny is a lot of people get super confused about it too, because it has the same name as my other build. It's a facilitating finisher. They're both facilitating finishers. So people see this build and they just play back like that, thinking like, you know, all right, we're not going to stop him in the paint. Our best chance is to just hopefully he misses a three. So they'll sit back in the paint and just let me shoot. And I'm like, listen, I don't have a 65 three-pointer. I got an 84. It's going to be big greens. You can't just play back like this. So it's a little bit of a mind game too. It's like, you know, you don't know which build I'm on or how I'm going to play. And it's a lot of fun, I'm not going to lie. So listen, like I said, 10,000 likes if y'all want the full actual build breakdown. I'm more than willing to post it for you guys. Honestly, I'm a little nervous because I feel like people start rocking with this, it's gonna be a scary sight in the park, because this build it's tough. It's tough to stop. Like I said, you play tight, you get the blow-bys, get the dunks. If they play back, you can shoot the three. You can really do it all. It's a really, really dominant scoring build. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Miami LeBron build. Honestly, it could be a Kobe Bryant build. It could be, there's a couple of players, I mean, you could really have it be, you know, depending on what part of their career you're trying to make it as, you know. But listen, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new, man. Appreciate all the love you guys have been showing. About to wrap up this gameplay here. Like I said, slashing takeover and boost your three-pointer, Hall of Fame badges. We're pulling up like 5 feet behind behind the three-point line, man. The build is legit, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm out. Peace.